Professor Mullins, let's talk about the relationship between Congress, the President, and the Supreme Court. Can you define that relationship for our students, and is it one of cooperation or conflict?
Well, really it's both, conflict and cooperation. The way I like to describe it to my students is imagine the power of a king. A king has the power to make law, to enforce their own laws, and to interpret their own laws. And what we have done is we've taken that power and separated into three different branches. And the reason why we did that is to prevent tyranny. We don't want a monarch, right? We want freedom. So on the one hand, the three branches, they're supposed to cooperate when it's appropriate, and they're also supposed to have conflict when that's appropriate as well.
Mm-hmm. So do you think does that relationship work between the three branches?
It does, and historically it's worked quite well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only problem with this dynamic of having these powers separated is really the infusion of political parties. This country was not designed for party politics. Mm-hmm. In fact, George Washington even warned against it in his farewell address, famously. And we have a two-party system, which is even worse. And so what ends up happening is that if one party dominates all three branches, there's too much cooperation, right? If different parties control different branches of government, then there's no cooperation. And the country was not designed for that type of dynamic.
Right, right. So what would you tell our students? Where can they get more information on this?
My recommendation would be to be more of a participant in our democracy. Pay attention to the news, right? Whether it's television news or even YouTube, right? But just be an active participant. However, I also recommend that getting more information from their textbook.
Right, great. Okay, thank you so much.